how's it going? This is Usman Yakub. You're watching Sculpt Beauty TV. Welcome to this week's makeup tutorial. Okay, now as you can see, my eyes are pretty bright, right? This is my tutorial using the new Sculpt Beauty hot paints and the Sculpt Beauty mineral pigments, which a lot of you guys have been waiting ages for. Okay, now I've created something really bright, but I thought I'd create something that's still wearable. I was going to do something really creative with this, but then I thought that I've done quite a lot of creative stuff for you, and I want to do something that you can actually wear when you go out as well. So I decided to do this look, and I'm sure with the Christmas tutorials coming up and whatnot, I'm going to be able to do something really creative with the pot paints later on. But for now, I have created this look, which is a little bit creative, quite bright. I actually quite like it. I might keep it on for the rest of the day, maybe go to the office, have a few meetings. But yeah, so I'm gonna keep this on. If you like it and you want to know how I do it, and if you just want to see the consistency of the pigments and the pot paints, then watch on and be sure to tell me what you think later on. Right, okay, so I have primed my eye. Well, actually I've got the rest of my makeup on, and I've done my eyebrows. Okay, well, now we're going to start by applying some highlighter to this part here. Now I know it might look as if I have eyeliner on. I actually don't. Yesterday I tried out some ink eyeliner pens which were sent to me. I'm not going to tell you what company it was, but there's a slight problem with them. The fact is that they don't actually come off. Okay, so I don't think I'll be using those again, but anyways, that's that. So you're not supposed to have that. Okay, so anyway, go into your highlighter. You could use any of our palettes or what you've got at home for your highlighter. Okay, I'm using the Sculpt Beauty Stage palette in natural, but like I said, you could use any of our palettes. We've all got a highlighter color on there, and then I'm going to just apply a little bit of white at the end, take the excess off in shimmer, and just apply that there. Okay, so that's our prep. Okay, now I'm going to go into our pot paint. Okay, this is the Sculpt Beauty pot paint. Okay, now it comes in, I think, 5 or 6 different colors. Okay, now this stuff is great, and if you know, for all those vibrant makeup looks that you see so much in music videos and on, you know, on shows and whatnot on TV, these are great for things like that, great for stage shows and anything like that. It just gives you a really, really vibrant, you know, effect. Okay, now our pigments work the same way. I mean, when I say pigments, I mean the eyeshadow palettes work the same way, but these are just a little bit more prominent, a little bit more bright. You can even use them as a base and put the eyeshadow on top. Okay, so anyway, these come in a few colors. I'm going to be using the orange. Okay, so get yourself a clean brush. Now you only need a little because it goes a long way, and these work exactly the same way as paints do. Okay, so bear that in mind. So I'm applying that in my inner corner of the eye. I'm just going halfway. And the brush that I'm using, I'm just using like a lip brush. Okay, because it's just more easier to use. Don't use a big fluffy brush or anything like that. Use something with a point, something synthetic even. You know, the lip brush works really, really well. Okay, seal. I've got that there, as you can see. Okay, now I'm going to go into my red. I've got a bit of tissue here, which I'm just going to wipe and use the same brush. So I'm going to go into my red over here. Okay, so get that on your brush, and what I'm going to do is just apply a little bit of this, and it works the same way as paint, guys. Yeah, so like if you've ever used acrylic paints or, you know, paints before, it's kind of like the same effect. You could even mix the colours to, you know, to get other colours that you want. Okay, so I've got my red there. Then I'm going to stop right there. I'm going to just powder some pigment over this. Okay, not only will that set it, even though you don't really need to set it, but it also add a little bit of shimmer. Now this is our second new product, and these are the Sculpt Beauty pigments. Okay, now these are like really small particles. They go a long way, and you could either use them on top of your eyeshadows to create that really nice you know, shimmery type look, or you know, you could use them instead of eyeshadow, and they're very intense, so the color's really prominent. They're really popular. Comparison product, the MAC pigments are very similar. I know a lot of people talk about them, and also the Barry pigments, so they're very similar to that, but the colors are, you know, quite extreme. So anyway, I'm getting a bit of orange and applying that over this, just using a soft brush. As you can see, now this I'm using on top because I want to add that little bit of a two-tone effect and a little bit of a sheen. Okay, so we got that there. Right, very quickly we're going to move into our other color. Now I've got the blue here. Get that on your brush, and we're going to apply those. Can you see how a little bit of this goes a long way? Now I was going to actually do something really creative with this, but then I just thought I've done so many creative fun tutorials recently that I wanted to do something that you can actually wear, and I'm sure there's going to be, so we've got the Christmas tutorials coming up, so I'm sure we're going to have plenty of opportunity to be able to you know, do more tutorials using these pot paints. But I thought I'd start off with something which, you know, still a little bit creative, but you could, you know, wear it out. Now, as you can see, what I've done is I've created a line here, and I've very gradually, you know, introduced the colour in and created a little bit of a blend. Okay. Now don't worry if, you know, it's not perfect, because you can actually work on that, as you know, and make sure they're symmetrical. Okay, so I've got that there. I'll take the colour off and do a little bit of blending. Now you don't have to do the whole blending thing. I'm just going to go back into my red. But I think that it actually looks quite nice. See how prominent these colours are? They're just really vibrant. You know, the great thing about using pot paints as well is that, and if you do something, a look like this, your makeup's not exactly going to, you know, it's going to stay like this for the whole day, like the whole evening, or wherever you're wearing it out. Okay, so that's that. Now we're going to do the bottom bit, which is the eyeliner. Now I was actually thinking about you know, applying some color underneath and another color and whatnot, and I just thought, you know what, I'm going to actually keep the top quite bright, and the bottom I'm just going to use eyeliner and, you know, just create quite a thick line, because, you know, that looks pretty too. Okay, so I've got the Sculpt Beauty Jyline. I only use Sculpt Beauty Jyline because I think it's amazing. You see what happened to my eye when I used something else. You know, it wasn't great. You know, I was a little bit annoyed at the fact that I put it on and, you know, I couldn't take it off. You know, I applied my makeup eye remover, which is amazing anyway, and I was like, okay, this is crazy because this must be strong because it's not coming off. So I washed my face, I used bio oil, I used quite a lot of things, and gave up in the end. Right, the first thing I'm going to do is apply this on my waterline. Yeah, and then we're going to create a line and take this up and follow it up till the point that we've you know, created this line for our eyeshadow. Try and keep the inner corner quite thin. Well, thin, when I say thin, I mean thin compared to the rest of the line. Try and make it a little bit more prominent if you wish, but it does look nice like that, so I strongly recommend it. Like so. Now we're going to apply this a little bit on top. Okay, so as you can see, I'm keeping it really thin. And then towards the end, I'm just making it slightly thicker. It's sometimes a bit difficult doing this when the mirror is so far away from you. Okay, that'll do. Then I'm going to go back into my brush and just going to blend this in slightly, and that's it really. That's our eyes actually done. Now, what I recommend is you keep the rest of your makeup quite subtle. Now, the last thing I've applied on this is false eyelashes. I haven't gone for really, you know, flamboyant, glamorous eyelashes. I've just used something quite simple, which I will put on and show you the end result. The rest of my makeup, I have stuck to a little bit of a corally tone in terms of my lips and my blush, because I'm one of these people who love lipstick. But I think a whole nude thing would look good on this. If you know you like wearing nude lipstick, I think it look really, really good on this look. And like I said, we've got about 5-6 different colours using these, with these pot paints. So there's so much you could do with it. Now I'm going to go and apply my other eyelash, and I'll be right back to show you the end result. Okay, so I have my eyelash on. As you can see, they're quite natural looking eyelashes. I really like them because they've got the length, they're not heavy, and they're quite light. So I think it makes a nice addition to this look. If you put some heavy eyelashes on, it kind of takes away from, you know, the bright colours. You don't want too much going on. I think the bright colours kind of enough. Okay, so that is my very colourful makeup look using the Sculpt Beauty minerals and mineral pigments and the pot paints. Okay, I hope you liked it. If you do like it, there is actually a like button down there. All right, it's a thumbs up. Now what you need to do is, if you're watching this on YouTube, you need to click like, let us know what you think. You can actually leave your feedback below. Now the pigments and the pot of paint are available on sale, but they are limited edition for now. Okay, so I know there's been like so many of you who have been actually asking when are you going to get them in, because I did put the word out here and there, and the minute they go up, they will sell out very quickly. So if it's something that you want, you need to go onto our site straight away and buy it. Sculptbeauty.com/shop is where you're going to find the pot paints and the minerals and everything else that I have used in this tutorial. What I've done to make your life a little bit easy, I've listed everything in the description box below this video, but you need to be watching this on YouTube, and I've put the direct links to the pages that you need. Okay, wherever you are in the world, we will deliver to you. So we do ship worldwide. Okay, so you don't have to be in the UK or anywhere else. You know, you could be anywhere. You don't have to be in the UK, you could be anywhere else. Okay, so yeah, so we bring your stuff straight to your door. Okay, also if you're watching this on YouTube, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already subscribed to the channel. Okay, there is a link here somewhere in this box with the subscribe button, and it'll take you directly to the page that you need to be on. You'll be the first people to get the tutorials, the video blogs. I'm going to start doing more and more video blogs as well, I think, just to bring you something. I get a lot of people ask me, you know, that they want to see what else I do, you know, during the day and whatnot, like in terms of meetings and seeing suppliers and stuff. So I might start adding a little bit of that in, okay? If you have an iPhone and you don't already know, because you know, if you've got an iPhone and you don't already know, then you don't have our app, then you don't obviously already know. We do have a Sculpt Beauty iPhone app, and it is revolutionary. Now, we say it's revolutionary because it's the first one of its kind. You do get tutorials straight to your phone, you've got access to the shop, and you get notification every time, you know, we do something new, okay? And it's absolutely free, available on Apple App Store. So, you know, check that out and do let us know what you think of it. Rate it, okay? If you're on Facebook, facebook.com/sculptbeauty, Twitter, twitter.com/sculptbeauty. Join the networks, guys. You know, we do interact with you guys a lot. You know, I try and make an effort as well in terms of interacting with you lot, finding out what you guys want. So, you know, follow me up on Twitter too, okay? Because I'm more of a Twitter person. So, and I try and update as much as I can, and I do the Sculpt Beauty when I can as well. Okay, that's it for now. I think I've covered everything. I'm really sorry if I tend to go on and on and on. You know, it's just something every time I do tell myself that, you know what, I'm going to speak a little bit less, and it doesn't actually happen. So yeah, I'm sorry about that. I'll see you again very soon. My name's Rosemary Cooper. You're watching Sculpt Beauty TV.